conferences is just moments away. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants, and it's all up next.
It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his third 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
Oh, nice move. And are able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set as a rookie.
Now Jones. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide the valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off the end zone. Rolling to his left. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets a 1st down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
So the drive takes him in Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. The Jackson going to hold on to it again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. is a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Well, once again, they'll go for the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now Jones off the play fake. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jamie Gillen now on a punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring it down.
It's awfully tough for a rookie to lead his team in sacks, but Azeez Ojulari did it as a second-rounder for the New York Giants last season. He had 8 of them and played a lot like the first-rounder many analysts thought he would have been.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Holding, offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense and comes up with the interception there.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd and 5. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Holding. Offense. We can't have that.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tucker now following made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little more momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And taken down just shy of the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to that and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39, Jones.
Open man right side is Toney. Jones finding Toney for a Giants first down.
Kadarius Toney really created headlines with a 10-catch game as a rookie, but couldn't stay healthy enough to build on it. Still had over 400 yards in his first campaign and should blow by those numbers with a full season in 2022. Nice first down pickup for the speedster right there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw. Jones.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That good for 19 and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Jones now throwing on first down.
Gets it quickly to Galladay.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And who's got it? The Giants! Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumble caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take us across the 50 and down to the 44. 40 yards now on the ground, just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, see, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drop.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and give your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat. Has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's Jones. Off play action.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 13.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
He's got Bellinger.
And he's going to be taken down with a first down at the Ravens 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hudson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Robinson hauling it in outright. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
In so many ways, throwing hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And they've had their way running the football, well over 100 yards already as a team, with 2 more quarters still to come. Meanwhile, for the Giants, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you, with a quarterback coming over the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing's pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson.
He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 25 yards there on a catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start. They're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing, Jones.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll start with the option.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now.
That one complete to Prochet.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them starting to make a comeback.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Give Dobbins trying the right side.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Tate Crowder able to make the play.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Ravens send their punter out now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run. 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Jones throwing on 4th down.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you're going to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend up 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Force out to his left. He dumps it off to Barkley. And shutting him off, now open field.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, I have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson and Bateman there for Baltimore first.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover, a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They sacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 91 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a 1st down coming up.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He's had success running the football on this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark, gotta have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson. CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now in the 3rd down situation.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them for breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Give him 7 on a tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with this.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is it going to be too much for them to overcome?
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
83 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Jones.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Dowden's going to take the handoff on the option.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game, the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Dobbins.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 13. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Now Jones.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Jones. Gets this to Bellinger.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Jones.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Let's go do this thing, baby. It's one play at a time, baby.
To throw is Jones. That's going to be caught by Tony.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Jones.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. He's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.